Hello. Hello. Welcome to Dark Souls 3. We'll probably need to turn the volume down a bit for this one. I'll just do one notch for now. Was that 5 minutes? Might have been a little bit less than 5 minutes, but we only got about an hour. So I need to squeeze in as much time as we can for our intro here. So I'll let our intro roll.
Yes, indeed.
We're doing a challenge run with hand axes only.
It is called Lothric.
I'm going to allow myself to
The
use
transitory lands of the Lords
the
of
regular
Cinder
hand axe and the
confer.
Thrall's hand axe. And then maybe a parrying shield. But we're not allowed to block.
In venturing north,
I'm not going to use any spells except maybe a few
pilgrims
pyromancies.
discover the truth of the old words.
Also, good night, Monster Star. Thanks for stopping by for the Zelda stream.
And the lords go without thrones.
Is this a first time for watching Dark Souls 3 for anyone here?
When the link of fire is threatened, the bell tolls, unearthing the old lords of Cinder from their graves.
One day maybe I'll have my own art studio.
Aldrich.
When we're living together, I'll make sure you have one, baby.
Farron's undead legion, the Abyss Watchers. And the reclusive lord of the profaned capital. Yon the giant.
Oh, OMG, I found my clickers. He's angry. What are your clickers, Churro?
Only in truth. The lords
I've seen gameplay of Dark Souls, but know nothing about it. They're usually pretty hard games. That's the one thing you should know about it. And I'm making it even harder.
And the unkindled will rise. Nameless, accursed undead, unfit even to be cinder. And so it is that ash seeketh embers.
I really gotta remember to come back to streams. Well, technically, yeah, I did 2 streams in a row, so I wonder if this counts as increasing your stream watch streak still. So, first things first, should we be a male or female character? What are we thinking, chat? I know what class we have to do. Day, remember to come back to streams. We have to be the Pyromancer class, because they're the only one that starts with the hand axe. I'm going to start with the Young White Branch, because that becomes very useful later in the game. What's a good lumberjack name? Let's look that up. Lumberjack names. Da, 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 da. Paul Bunyan. Babe. Paul Bunyan's massive blue ox companion. Big Joe. I kind of like Big Joe. Slogar. Ooh, I do like Slogar. Hank, Waylon, Colton, Gage, Bo, Tice, Sawyer literally means woodcutter. I'm tempted. Okay, Sawyer or Slogar. Because Sawyer means woodcutter, so that's a good one. Also, let me move my camera so we can see her. For now, I'm going to temporarily move it so we can actually see her character's face. Move. There we go. I'll throw it over here for right now. Slogar Cedar. I'm making it up. I don't know. Don't ask questions. I do like Slogar. I also like Sawyer, though. It's really hard to pick. I'm going to do a coin toss. Heads, we're doing Slogar. Tails, we're doing Sawyer. Okay, it says Tails. We're doing Sawyer. Mr. Sawyer. He's going to be male. Let's see. He's going to have a burly upper body because, you know, he's chopping wood all day. Let's see. Face presets. I like that one. If everyone else votes for Slogar, we can go for Slogar. Right now, I'm just seeing Thickums wanting Slogar. What is Day and Churro's opinion? Did my stream elements go out again? Because it's pretty delayed. It's it's telling me that the stream's just started, so I'm wondering if we had a weird connection issue. Day's still on her 25 stream watch streak. He's got to be muscular, need body hair. Age, he's going to be mature. I want the biggest chest possible, which looks like we already got that. Biggest arms. I could how big is this abdomen? I want a huge chest, but a smaller abdomen. Like that's pretty good, yeah. I'm just here. I'm just existing. He's not a very handsome man. I want to do like a similar face over and over again. Until we get something really hideous. I mean, that's a really respectable chin. That might be just what we needed. I don't know why his skin's all green, though. I think I gotta change the green skin. He's built like a 2x4. Where is it? Features. We need him this masculinity at all the way over here. He needs to be as masculine as possible. And strong has to be all the way over here. There we go. Look at that. Look at that chin. His nose is like collapsing in on itself. I might need to make the nose a little bit wider. There we go. Give him a very wide nose. A masculine man needs a wide nose. And larger eyes with thicker eyebrows. The Crimson Chin. That should be his new name. We might just go with Crimson Chin now. There, give him... Oh, he's got big old fish eyes. There we go. What a handsome man. Let's get some, let's get a big burly beard on him. He needs a big beard. The Edgelord. Yeah, he needs to be blind in one eye. Let's do the left eye here. You can have blue eyes in this one, blind in that one. Then we're gonna throw on a little scar on this side of the face here. He's looking very edgy. It feels like the game capture might also be slightly compressed. Let me check to make sure that's all looking right. There we go. It says it's normal. I mean, he's definitely built like a stone. He looks like he's addicted to skooma. That's the look we're going for. The brows, I need like a unibrow. That might be too much. Really thick brows like this one here where it's hanging over the edge. What was that? We'll just match the hair color. What or the beard color. 180/20. We'll give him nice, beautiful eyelashes. No, I'm just... we'll just give him the normal eyelashes. I think he's almost finished, y'all. Maybe some dark tones under around the eyes. Yeah, like he's not gotten any sleep. You can barely see. You can barely see his eyeball poking out from underneath. There we go. Very prominent and distinct eyes. I want to change, I think, his colored eye to brown. I think that would look better on him. He has seen some things. There we go. We're going to save that. And we're going to change this to Crimson Chin. Because I liked that. Which I do wonder if I can get... Can I get his chin to be very red? Is that possible? All I can do is make his lips red, I think. I don't think I can make his chin red. Jaw. Well, we can give him a thicker jaw. That's pretty important. Ah, he's gorgeous. Alright, we're ready to go. We'll give instead of the crimson chin, he'll be the pale chin. Because his chin's not very crimson. The pale chin. Done. Now I'll move my camera back over. Now that we finished that. Sorry, I know we're losing audio here. I'm just... OBS is being a little goofy. There we go. Alright, so the beginning of the game is going to be pretty simple. We're just going to be smacking stuff with our axe. Ooh. The camera controls are odd to me coming from Wind Waker. The sensitivity is entirely different. Were you dead? Yes. I rose out of a grave. I'm technically classified as an undead. Who is dead? My character. He's super dead. I think it's a little loud. Let's, turn that down just a bit. The music is probably good, but the sound effects are just super loud when you're backstabbing someone. Alright, give him the big old smack. There we go. I'm dead inside. The best people are. Everyone's a little dead inside. Ow! Wow, big damage. Yikes. The camera's my biggest enemy right now. Alright, he's down. A crystal monster! Totally optional. Didn't have to fight him, but I'm gonna try to go out of my way to fight every enemy at least once. Since we are doing a challenge run. And we'll have to figure out what our fashion is going to be as we move on. I'm not really thinking of any restrictions on armor right now. We'll kind of create the challenge as we go. Right now, the only restrictions is the only weapons I'm allowed to use have to be hand axes. So I can't use battle axes or great axes. It's just going to be the really tiny small axes. And I cannot block. Those are the only two restrictions that I'm doing right now. No blocking and only one type of weapon. And I don't want sorceries or miracles either, so that's also outlawed. Right now, I think that's a pretty good starting milestone for increased challenge. We can tweak it if we need to, if it gets too easy or too hard. But I think I can get through the whole game with those restrictions, and I think that still allows enough build variety that I can do some fun stuff for y'all. The only spell I might allow is to help me fight Midir. And that'd probably be the only spell, which I think it's an AoE fog spell, which basically would be very helpful against Midir. I forget what it's called, but we'll talk about that more when I get to that point in the game. Right now I'm just breezing along. I've done this opening so many times I don't really have to think too hard about it. Here comes our first boss, though. I think this shield allows parrying, which I am allowing parrying, I just cannot block. Woo, big boy. Ow. Alright, first boss down. Again, not that hard for the first boss in the game. It'd probably be very tough if you've never played a Dark Souls game before. But he's easy compared to fighting the Royal Sentinels in Elden Ring. A broken straight sword. I'll never be able to use that. Not like I would really want to anyways with a broken straight sword. Dude, will this guy please fall off the ledge? My gosh, I'm going to die to a regular hollow. I was trying to kick him off the ledge. Yeah, I would die in an instant. The trick is to not panic. Here, let me just recover my health just in case I need to. Because I was getting my butt kicked by a regular hollow instead of the actual boss. Really pretty lighting in this game, though. I think the shield that I can pick up here has slightly better stats than the one that I'm using. The Pyromancer's starting shield's pretty atrocious. Which, again, I'm not blocking with it, but it still helps to have a shield that's got a little bit better stats in case I have a partial parry. Because a partial parry means that if I parried slightly too early or slightly too late, then I get reduced damage. So that will help at least mitigate some of my damage. I can't go this way yet because that guy's going to kick my ass. Never played this. It's a pretty long game, so we'll be playing it for a while to make up for the space or the time slot that we lost with Wind Waker. We'll be doing this probably even longer than we were doing Wind Waker. It'll be exciting to see how our build evolves as we play this together, to see if we can become the Lumberjack King. If the Pale Chin can become the Lumberjack God that he always dreamed to be. Alright, so first thing we're going to do here, if y'all ever end up playing this on your own, there's a ring you can get very early in the game if you do a little glitch here, a little skip to kind of access it early. You have to run on this tree here and then jump off at just the right time to get onto the roof here. You have to be very specific with the timing, but I got it right there on my second try. And this little ring that we pick up will increase the amount of money we get throughout the entirety of the whole game to help us basically not have to grind as much. We'll have more money to spend on increasing our stats so we can have high strength. We're going to be leveling up strength a lot since we're using only hand axes. We're going to need lots of muscles. But what I should have done is I need to go buy things first to exchange with the bird that's up here, because there is a bird that trades things. So I'm actually going to go back down to the trader, and then we'll go back. It'll give me more opportunities to show how to do the tree skip.
Ah, another one roused from the sleep of death.
Another one.
Well, you're not alone. We unkindled are worthless. Can't even die right. Gives me conniptions.
It gives me conniptions.
Seek the lords of Cinder and return them to their moulding thrones. But we're talking true legends with the metal to link the fire. We're not fit to lick their boots. Don't you think?
He is having a rough day, it sounds like.
A pleasure to make thine acquaintance.
Now, this is the
Ashen
merchant.
One.
I gotta buy a few things from
I
her.
am but a humble handmaid of the shrine. Weapons, armor, trinkets, and spells. I've lots of little things to ease the burden of a weary traveler. And yes, I'm undead too, but not so charitable as to give my goods away. Ashen One, fetch souls and bring them to me. As is thy wont? No?
Yeah, everyone here is a little creepy. A little on the creepy side. We're gonna buy a white sign soapstone, a torch. I need a large leather shield. That's probably all I need. I need a prism stone. And then I think everything else I can go without right now. That'll do for now.
Ashen One, be sure to bring more souls.
Aren't we all a little on the freaky side?
Welcome to the bonfire, unkindled one. I am a firekeeper. I tend to the flame, and tend to thee. The lords have left their thrones.
Also, these little ghosts that you're seeing here, those are other online players.
To this end, I am at thy side.
Because this is one of those games where you're always kind of online.
Within me.
We might actually have
Take
a
nourishment
real
from
player
these
that comes
softened
into my
souls.
world that tries to kill me. So we'll have to think on our feet. That happened while I was streaming Dark Souls 1 also. I have very low health right now. I do want to raise that a bit. We're going to push this 2 levels higher. Probably, how much can we do in strength? I do need good strength. I'm just going to put strength at 16 right now. This will do.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the flames go.
I have a feeling by the time that we get to the end of the game, we're going to have like 60 strength or something. We just got to become the most strong boy ever. Alright, back to the tree skip. Let's try this again. Can I get it on my first try now? Nope. Now it's going to take me like 8 times to do it. That's usually how... Oh, never mind. I did it my second time again. Usually it feels like I have to do it multiple times if I have to come back here and do it again. Okay, now we're on top of the shrine here. We have to make sure we don't fall off or we're going to die instantly from fall damage.
You. Me.
Hit him with the chin! That chin is lethal. I was debating not having the beard just so we could see the chin more. But a lumberjack has got to have a nice beard. And yes, this bird is talking to us. And they're saying pickle pea over and over again. It's totally normal. Don't question it. So yeah, you can trade items with this bird, and there's only a few specific ones that they'll select. I'm going to question it. Look, Dark Souls is a little weird sometimes. Okay, now that we're done trading with them, there's other stuff that we can trade with them later, but we don't have access to that stuff yet. I think that's all we could trade. So here's where the ring is. You jump down here, and then there's a chest right here. So we're gonna have this ring equipped probably for the majority of the game, I'd say, because we always want to have more money. Let's go talk to the blacksmith here.
Well, I am as a humble smith, forging weapons. You're in search of the Lords of Cinder, I trust. A toilsome journey, I'd wager. You'll require good arms. Let me smith you weapons. I am a smith, such is my purpose.
He likes to smith. He too wants to be a strong man.
Weapons and protection are sturdy enough by and large, but when overused, they'll eventually break. When their durability is low, repair becomes a necessity. Use a powder, or simply rest at a bonfire. But should chance impel them break, bring them me. I'll hammer them back into shape. They take no pleasure in breaking, I assure ye.
Take care of ye
Handle
weapons.
care, if you would.
Your weapons
There
will
are
never
two ways
betray
to
you.
smith weapons. Simple reinforcement is one, and infusion the other. Reinforcement is straightforward. It strengthens a weapon without altering its property. Infusion is a more advanced form of smithing that infuses an element. Reinforcement requires titanite, and infusion requires gems.
You're
Bring the
speaking
stones,
way over
I'll
my
do the
head,
smithing.
old man. I just
It's my
swing
purpose after all.
axes.
In battle, your weapons are your only friends. Forge them well, and they won't let you down.
Hurrah!
Pr-
Prithee be careful. Neither of us wants to see you go hollow. So there's a guy outside. I gotta take care of him. He might kill us. But I'm gonna go after him first before we leave this area. Now that I got a few level ups. If my pairing is good, then I might be able to take care of him without any trouble. But it's been a long time since I played the game. So it's possible my pairing might not be up to par. We'll see. I could also just try kicking him off a cliff. Oh, yep, that didn't work. Oh, there he goes. Off the cliff. Not that bad. I thought that'd be a lot more challenging. I gotta save and quit, load back in, so I can get his stuff that he dropped. Day is eating salad and ravioli. Ooh. Ooh, indeed. Alright, now we're finally about ready to go to the first area of the game. I might also, I might wear this instead so they can see my rippling abs more. Yeah, I think that looks better. I gotta have my big manly chest showing. All the ladies gotta see the hair on the chest, so you know this is much better than the last armor that I was using. Ooh, sour gummy worms.
Very well.
So we can do a few, one more level up. Probably just going to keep dumping it into strength, maybe, or vitality. Let's do one in vitality, because eventually we're going to want heavier armor.
Farewell, Agni.
Ah, 'tis what? Pretty.
Pretty. Thank you for calling me pretty, Andre. I appreciate it. Alright, off to the first area. We might get invaded by a real human player here. We'll have to wait and see. Mama, I ate dinner, I swear. Yeah, we don't want to let those enemies scream because they attract a lot of attention to the other enemies, and then we start getting swarmed. Gotta try to pick them off one at a time. Oh yeah! Yeah, right now at the beginning of the game, it doesn't really feel like much of a challenge, but this Handaxe will quickly start to become pretty weak compared to other weapons we could be using. But I got a nice pair of binoculars. I certainly think that the beginning of the game is going to be... It's going to be the easiest part, as you would expect at the beginning. When I'll get my first death, though, that's a good question. Is Elden Ring the one with the maidens? Yes, that's correct. That's where they call you maidenless in Elden Ring. I want to start playing the Witcher series. That's a really good series to get into. I highly recommend that. Woohoo! A lot of people say that The Witcher 1 feels extremely dated, though. You might have some trouble getting into The Witcher 1. The Witcher 2 is still regarded as pretty good overall, but has its quirks. And then The Witcher 3 is like a masterpiece. It's one of those rare game series where each game gets progressively better. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, the knight does a lot of damage. Yeah, we almost bit the dust to the knight. Ooh, a club. Don't worry, I'm just toasting myself a bit. Yeah, if you wanted to, I would suggest maybe just starting with The Witcher 3. Because if you don't like The Witcher 3, you're not going to like the other two. And it's a perfectly fine game to play standalone. You don't have to play the first two games to have fun with The Witcher 3. The DLCs are great, by the way. Gaunter O'Dim is a great antagonist in the first DLC. I think it's Hearts of Stone. Alright, we're going to do a diving plunging attack. Well, I do like The Witcher. Always have. I just finally want to play the games. It has some of the best fantasy storytelling ever. Like, there was moments in The Witcher 3 that just gave me goosebumps. Like, completely. I want his shield because it looks fancy. I don't even care if the stats are worse. I just want that shield. But I'm not going to sit there and grind the drop rate for it because I think it's pretty low from what I remember. I've always wanted to play The Witcher myself and Elden Ring. I don't have either, though. Witcher usually goes on sale for very good prices. Elden Ring never goes on sale. I need to escape! Oh, wow. I'm surprised it hit me from there. Witcher always goes on sale, yeah. Alright, we're just trudging along here. Let's do some hardcore parkour. There we go. I had to look it up, but a Witcher 4 is being made. That is correct. You do not play as the protagonist in the first 3 games, though. You're not playing as Geralt. I don't want to say who you're playing as, because it's kind of technically spoilers for the 3rd game, if people haven't played the 3rd game. But I'm very much excited and looking forward to The Witcher 4. Probably going to pre-order it. I've decided to start. I'll do my streaming during the day while Lulu is at school. Come here, buddy. Oh, I just missed. There we go. Okay. That's fine. I really don't like that attack. I'm going to die from Spear Boy here. And now I'm out of healing items. I messed up. Put me in the corner. Why are the mods having to clean up Thickums? What did he do? I'm just picking up weapons that I'll never use. Oh, you spoiled the protagonist. I see. Well, yeah, not good, not good. What if people hadn't played The Witcher 3, man? Technically, it's supposed to be a surprise if Ciri's alive or not in The Witcher 3, but someone had to go and ruin it, so now it's not a surprise anymore. Really? Are we doing this now? These guys are just having fun down there below me. Didn't even invite me to the party. I feel like crap about it. I'm sorry, Dave. Yeah, you should feel like crap. No, I'm just kidding. Just Thickum spoiling the tea. Even though I know F all about the lore. Just pretend like you don't know what the name Ciri is, and then you won't be spoiled. Why am I so bad at throwing fireballs? What is this? What's the point of having a lock-on system if I'm just going to throw the fireballs into the floor next to my feet? I'm trying to be a little safe here because I got no healing items. But all I'm doing is just burning my magic. That's exactly what I thought was going to happen. I'm about to get my first death, y'all. Yep, there we go. All because of the camera being stupid as hell. I'm over here throwing fireballs at the fucking floor when I'm trying to aim at the stupid enemies. That's the only thing I really hate about the Souls games, is it feels like 90% of the time you're fighting the camera more than the actual enemies. The cameras are the camera's the actual boss of the game 95% of the time. Because they've never gotten it right, I don't think. The fact that I'm missing like 8 spells, it's frustrating. So I'm not fighting all these enemies again. I'm saying forget that. I'm running past all of them. I'm not wasting time doing all that again. I just know Henry Cavill plays Geralt. That's the main reason why everyone wants to watch the show. Babe, no crashing. I'm going to crash out all I want, on when the game decides that they want to make me die because the camera is fucking stupid. I will totally crash out. I don't care if the enemies are hard, just don't make it so that my spell misses because I'm throwing fireballs at my feet instead of the enemy that I'm targeted on. She needs to sleep but chooses violence. That's how most kids are. Sleep is for the weak. That's like 3 deaths in a row in the same spot. If you crash out, then I can't crash out? Why are you wanting to crash out? Are you stressing out over your mom again? Her name is Violet and chooses violence. Are we making Fourth Wing references now? Besides, why can't we crash out together? What's wrong with that? It's like losing our minds together. Isn't that like poetic and romantic? Alright, let's see if I die in the same place for the 4th time. Can we get 4 in a row? That should not have fucking hit me. My daughter's name is Violet. Oh, she's gonna be violent then. She's gonna fall in love with some guy named Zayden, and you're gonna be dealing with that. I'm ready to move on from this area. I don't like the enemies here. I don't like the fact that there's like 12 enemies in one room. I don't like the fact that I keep missing that jump. I did not jump. This game is getting me killed because of controls. I really am about to crash out. This game is way harder than I remembered. She is grounded from dating. How old is she? I wouldn't even let my daughter date until she's like 13. Gotta focus on school first. That is good advice. I'm really tired of doing this same area over and over again. Where's my blood? Okay, there it is. I was about to crash out even more if I didn't find my blood. Is she gonna be allowed a phone? Y'all be doing too much as girl dads. I was just gonna say, if you ground her from dating, it's only going to make her want to date someone even more. When you tell them they can't do something, that's when they're like, oh, I'm totally doing that. Just saying. I hate this area with a burning passion. There's literally 75 enemies here. They're shooting my ankles. If she earns it, her sister, who is 12, has lost her phone till I don't know when. Hey, I'm just saying, my mom never even gave me a phone. She told me if I wanted to have a phone, I had to earn it myself. And I went and worked a job at Wendy's until I could buy my first phone. Okay, I'm gonna go level up health, because for the love of God, I have no health, it feels like. I die in like 2 hits from everything, so I vastly underestimated that. I don't know why I cannot use the fire here. We're gonna quit and reload because it's glitched out. Hey, I worked for Wendy's on and off for over 10 years for my first job. I worked for it for like a year and a half, and I hated it. I hated every second working in fast food. My first job, I was 15 years old. I was 15 and a half. I had to get special permission from the school to allow someone who's 15 years old work. Alright, let's push this health to like 594. Let's do actually, we'll do 550 and one more in strength.
Farewell, Ashen One.
I think I also have enough Titanite shards to level up the Handaxe a little bit.
Ah, just wasn't he? Pretty like that.
I am old and cell phones didn't even become popular till the year 2000. Churro got her first phone in middle school and it was a flip phone. Mine was the ones that you flip up like this and you type like this. So it wasn't like a normal flip phone where you do like that. It was a BlackBerry. Day had a beeper.
Welcome. Very then take.
Probably.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the flame.
Oh yeah, and the other thing that we can't do on this challenge run is no NPC summons. None whatsoever. A sidekick? No, they called it a... I mean, maybe it was called a sidekick. I don't know. They just called it blackberries. Little ones that flip up on the side. And you have to use the really tiny buttons to text. It was not a smartphone. I had a little skinny cheap Kyocera white phone. I've never heard of a Kyocera. I have no idea what that is. Sidekicks are just sliders moved in the motion you're talking about. I mean, that's... It might have been called a sidekick. Like I said, they only ever called them blackberries where I grew up. Kyocera. I still have no idea what the hell that is. Kyocera, never heard of them. Might be like a state local phone or something. All I ever heard when I grew up was iPhones, Blackberries, what was the other? Nokias. We had a couple kids that used Nokias. I did have a LG Shine though. The commercials were all about how it was a mirror. Probably one of those old retro 2000s commercials. Alright, first boss. Do I have any? I got pine resin. I'm going to use that probably. Man, I missed my orange quickfire. It's funny how phones are making a full circle with flips. True. Technology is going in a big circle. Alright, I ain't gonna lie, that damage is not bad. See, why was the boss like 10 times easier than the enemies in the area? That was way easier than I thought it was going to be. LG was making some crazy phones, so they went bankrupt and shut the phones down. I do want the Samsung Fold. I want, like, it's probably the same thing as the Samsung Fold, but I want, like, the Google, like, I think they call it, like, a Google Flip or something. Like, the screen folds in on itself. It sounds like the same thing you're talking about. Okay, this guy's damage is off the charts. Holy shit! Again, we got another example of the enemies being way harder than the bosses. What is the damage? Oh my god! That was my entire health bar in one hit! Oh my god! That was crazy damage! I didn't even sit at the bonfire because I died before I could even do it. And now I gotta run all the way back again! That was insane damage for such a low level. I didn't remember this game being this hard. But why are the enemies harder than the boss? The boss should be the part where I'm dying a bunch. But instead, the boss hits me and it feels like I got tickled by a bug. I don't understand. Oh, man. Alright, well, I guess I'll have to make sure I actually sit at the fire now. Since apparently I'm getting cleaved in half by common enemies. That enemy really said, "How dare you take the elevator?" They're all ruthless. I gotta try to have someone summon me now, because I'm wasting embers on enemies. So maybe we'll help someone do a boss or something. Mind you, I've leveled up my health like 5 times. And I'm still getting cleaved in half. Embers. Embers are your item that allows you to increase your max health, and I've already wasted a few of them because I've been dying to the enemies in this area over and over and over again. So you can earn more embers by helping people fight bosses online. So this is the guy that cut me in half completely. Look, half my health bar gone in one hit. Now he's buffing his sword to do even more damage. Okay. I'm not fighting him again. That was a big mistake. Oh. Oh great, my summon sign disappeared.
The wait has been long, unkindled one. I am Emma, High Priestess of Lothric Castle. Allow me to speak frankly. You will not find the Lords of Cinder here. They have left, gone, to their journey homes converging at the base of this castle. Head to the bottom of the high wall, forge on through the great gate, and raise this banner to proceed. This farewell gift is for you. It is the insignia of an old covenant. If you fear trespassers, dark spirits drawn by the embers, then etch this upon your heart, and the old Concord will beckon noble blue sentinels to hunt these foul spirits. What is wrong, unkindled one? Are you not a Lord Seeker? Head to the base of the high wall and seek the Lords of Cinder. Is this not the calling of your kind since ages past?
Creepy old lady sitting by herself in a church. Not giving me good vibes. Alrighty, well, it is getting a tad bit late, and I'm getting sleepy. Ooh. So I'm going to go ahead and probably wrap things up here for this evening. Of course, we're going to continue more of this playthrough moving forward. Tomorrow, Monday, we're going to be doing more Twilight Princess for The Legend of Zelda. And then we'll be back to playing some more of this on Wednesday. So I hope I'll see you all then. Hope you enjoyed watching Wind Waker. For those that were here earlier, to watch the finale for that. And then I hope you all have a good week. And hopefully not as much rain as we've been getting. Because it's been super wet and humid where we're at. Thanks for stopping by, Thickums. Thank you, Churro. Thank you, Day. I'll try not to crash out as much. It's going to be challenging with this. Of course, it's a challenge run, so it's meant to be difficult. But maybe with some good sleep, I'll be a little bit better at it. We'll see. Good night, everyone. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you all tomorrow, 6 o'clock p.m.